117 ஆண்டு ரோட்டரி தொடங்கப்பட்டு 117 ஆண்டு ஆகுது. அதில் முதல் முறையாக ஒரு பெண்மணி ரோட்டரி இன்டர்நேஷனலுக்கு தலைவராக இருக்கிறது மேடம் ஜெனிஃபர் ஜோன்ஸ். அவங்க ஆண்டுக்கு பிறகு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் we have a woman as heading the organization of Rotary International. அவங்கள்ட்ட நீங்கள் கேள்வி கேட்கறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ரோட்டரி பற்றி ஒரு சின்ன குறிப்பு சொல்லிடுறேன். ரோட்டரிங்கிறது ஏற்கனவே சொன்னது போல் இப்போ 117 ஆண்டுக்கு முன்னாடி தொடங்கப்பட்ட 1905 தொடங்கப்பட்ட சிகாகோவில் இன்றைய தேதியில் 200 நாடுகளுக்கு மேலே அது பரவி இருக்கிறது. சொல்லப்போனால் ஐநா சபை இருக்கிற எவ்வளோ நாடு இருக்கோ அதை விட ஜாஸ்தி ரோட்டரி இருக்குது. ஐநாவில் கூட 200 நாடு கிடையாது, அதை விட ஜாஸ்தி இருக்குது. மொத்தம் எங்களுடைய உறுப்பினர் எண்ணிக்கை 14 லட்சம். இன்னைக்கு உலக அளவில் 14 லட்சம். இந்தியாவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் உறுப்பினர் எண்ணிக்கை 1,75,000. அதில் 200 நாட்டில் இருக்குது. குறிப்பாக சமுதாயத்துக்கு தேவையான சேவை திட்டங்களை தீட்டி அதை செயல்படுத்துறது எங்களுடைய முக்கிய நோக்கம். நீங்கள் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, உலக அளவில் முதல் முறையாக ஒரு தன்னார்வ தொண்டு நிறுவனத்தின் முயற்சியால் ஒரு நோய் ஒழிக்கப்பட்டு இருக்கிறது என்றால் அது போலியோ. அந்த போலியோ ஒழிச்சது ரோட்டரி. 35 ஆண்டுகளாக அதுக்கு பாடுபட்டு பல 1000 கோடி செலவு செய்யப்பட்டு இறுதியாக இன்றைய தேதியில் 2 நாட்டில் இருக்குது, பாகிஸ்தான், ஆப்கானிஸ்தான். 2 நாட்டில் இருக்குது. பாக்கி எல்லா நாட்டிலேருந்து போலியோ ஒழிக்கப்பட்டு விட்டது. அது ரோட்டரியோட ஒரு பெரிய சாதனை கூட. சமீப காலத்தில் ஒரு பெரிய சாதனை அது. அதை தாண்டி இப்போது சென்னையாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை தமிழ்நாடாக இருக்கட்டும், பல செயல் திட்டங்கள் இருக்குது. அது பிறகு அவங்க பேசின பிறகு அது நீங்கள் சென்னை தமிழ்நாட்டை பற்றி கேட்டிங்கன்னா நான் பதில் சொல்கிறேன். என்னுடைய பேர் வெங்கடேஷ். நான் ரோட்டரியுடைய போர்ட் ஆஃப் டைரக்டர்ஸ்னு 17 பேர் உண்டு. உலக அளவில் 17 பேர் போர்ட் ஆஃப் டைரக்டர்ஸ். அதுக்கு இவங்க தான் தலைவர். அவங்க தலைவர் மேலே 17 பேர் உள்ள டைரக்டர்ஸ் உண்டு. அந்த 17 இந்தியாவுக்கு 2 டைரக்டர்ஸ் உண்டு. அந்த 2ல் ஒன்றுன்னா இந்த 2 ஆண்டு பதவி இது. சென்னை மாவட்டம்ங்கிறது 3232 3232 மாவட்டம் சென்னை சார்ந்து இருப்பது என்பது ரோட்டரி மாவட்டம் 3232. அதற்குள்ள ஆளுநர் கவர்னர் நாங்கள் சொல்லுவோம், அது டாக்டர் நந்தகுமார் அங்கே அந்த பக்கம் உட்காந்துருக்காரு. ஸோ உலக அளவில் உள்ள தலைவர் இவங்க மேடம் ஜெனிஃபர் ஜோன்ஸ். இந்திய அளவில் ஏதாவது கேள்வி கேட்கணும் நான் பதில் சொல்கிறேன். சென்னையை பற்றி குறிப்பாக கேட்டிங்கன்னா அவர் பதில் சொல்லுவார். ஓகே ஓகே.
இந்தியாவில் என்ன ப்ராஜெக்ட் எதுவும் பண்ண போகிறாங்க அவங்களுக்கு கேள்வி.
What is your priority in India? That's the question.
The start of the Rotary year is on July 1st of every year, and so I began the presidency with a tour of my home country of Canada, and then the second opportunity was to travel here for 10 days to be able to visit 5 or 6 different cities across the country, to be able to look at the different projects that our Rotarians are doing across India. The large-scale sustainable projects that they're doing are incredible. And the ability for me to be here as our first female leader, first woman leader, is an opportunity to also pave the way for additional women to join our organization, which has been, the stereotype is that it's been led by men for a number of years. For more than 30 years, women have been joining our organization, and the number in Rotary in India is certainly growing along with that. And so it's an exciting time to be here, to see the projects that are going on, and to support the fellow members who are here and encourage them to continue to do good work.
You have taken the presidentship. What is the main focus area where you are going to concentrate, worldwide and India specific?
Well, with regard to what's happening here in India, I've had a wonderful chance. Particularly, let me talk about what I've seen here in Chennai since I've been visiting. Yesterday, we had the opportunity to inaugurate a new project, 1 million vaccinations for viral hepatitis. And more than 1.4 million people die of complications due to this every year. Every 30 seconds, someone is facing harm's way in this regard. And so this project that was inaugurated yesterday has the ability to change and save lives. It's about early detection, treatment, and making sure that a disease that has gone undetected in many people, that we have the opportunity to be able to detect that. And so what I see here is the launch of a project that, while it is in this city, it has the ability to have a proven track record of success, to show the best probability for success. And then from there, it has the ability then to amplify to different parts of the world as well. So I see that certainly Rotarians in this part of the world are leading the way in many different health initiatives.
Other than the health sector, do you have anything, we focus on educational sector, something like that, madam? Can you briefly explain that?
Yes, thank you for that. Our organization has what we call 7 areas of focus, and they're everything from the creation of clean water and sanitation and hygiene opportunities for people around the world. We work on peace development. We work on the basic education and literacy of children across the globe. Disease prevention and treatment. These are important things for us. The environment is a new area of focus, and one of the things that we've seen particularly in this area is the restoration of lakes that have gone dry due to a number of different reasons, but being able to restore them to a vibrant, healthy condition, making sure that the environment is a top focus. Particularly in this area of the country right now as well. So the 7 areas that we have that we focus on align directly with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And what that means is that we as an organization are working with not only the United Nations but other organizations as well to ensure that we are all working on the same things collaboratively together, these world's most pressing challenges, that we're in unison, in harmony, and not working at cross purposes. This is how we get things done in our world, and our organization is certainly leading the way in that regard.
Ma'am, Rotary clubs, international team can provide all over Tamil Nadu government schools.
The thing that many of our clubs are taking a very active stance on how to provide for young women. And one of the things I love about this project is that it's taking a conversation that maybe has been a little bit taboo, something that we don't talk about a lot. But the reality is that young women who don't have access to proper menstrual hygiene products, generally speaking, sometimes don't go to school during their menstrual cycle. And so their education is dramatically affected by that. And so many clubs in this area are working specifically on this. And not only that, when we talk about water and sanitation and hygiene, it's that hygiene part of it that is critically important. And so for women to be able to have these tools in order to then increase their opportunity for education is critically important to their future and the future, quite frankly, of their own leadership opportunity within this country.
Now you meet Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. Who are the other Chief Minister going to meet?
We had the opportunity to meet with the Honorable Chief Minister Stalin just about a half an hour ago. Had the opportunity to share some information about the hepatitis project as well as our polio eradication initiative, the #1 corporate initiative for us in our organization. And so we won't have the opportunity to meet with any other ministers because we'll be flying to Varanasi later on this afternoon for the next stop in our tour.
Did he give any importance, any inputs to you, madam? Where he is going to concentrate in the administration? Anything he has given any input?
The conversation was brief, but he acknowledged particularly the polio eradication initiative effort, and certainly the good work of Rotarians, not only here but across the globe in that regard. And if you'd like to comment on that.
சென்னை மாநகராட்சியோட இணைந்து மார்பக புற்றுநோய் கண்டறியும் ஒரு திட்டத்துக்கு ரோட்டரி வேலை செய்யுது. அதுக்குள்ள முழு ஒத்துழைப்பும் சென்னை மாநகராட்சி மூலமாக நமக்கு கிடைக்காது.
Congratulations on your First Lady President, Madam.
Thank you.
So how do you...
Of the leadership, this is the first time in 117 years that we've had a woman in this role. And right now, the opportunity that I see in front of us, certainly from my own personal perspective, is to open doors for others, and not only women, but men as well, to showcase that perhaps I look a little bit different than what we've seen in this leadership position, and that's good. I think it has a message behind it that for both young girls, young boys, women and men, that they might look at this and say, if she can do it, perhaps I can too. And I hope that it breaks down some barriers and opens up the opportunity for dialogue. And certainly we know that empowered girls become empowered women, and the opportunity right now within this country for increasing that is a wonderful chance. Thank you.
How do you feel what advice do you give them?
Sure. We have had the wonderful opportunity while we've been here to see a number of our younger members, and when I say that, we call them Rotaractors. And even this morning, I had a chance to meet with a whole population of what we call Annettes, and they are children of Rotarians. If they are any indication of what's going on in this country, the future is incredibly bright, and they are doing projects on the same scale as adults. And what I love about that is that their ability to dream and imagine how they can make a difference at that young age, to have service instilled in their hearts, it just absolutely, it brought me great joy to be able to see these presentations today. They're certainly targeting a number of different things, just like our adult members are targeting. And today launched a period project, a sanitation and hygiene project, which was wonderful. I had a chance to talk with several young people under the age of 15, asking them what they want to do in their vocational lives, and every one of them was brilliant. Young girls who want to be police officers, young boys who want to, the one young man told me he wants to change the world, and he's going to do it by being a scientist. So these kids have wonderful opportunities in front of them, and it really filled my heart with a lot of joy to see the bright future that they're bringing forward to this country, and certainly children everywhere in the world.
Rotary Club target
When it comes to the role of women, is approximately 25 to 26%. Here in India, it's about 16%, and so there's an opportunity to grow that. Looking at trying to grow our membership, and certainly leading by example, wanting to grow it to approximately 30% in the near future by 2023, the end of 2023. And so I think that certainly this opens dialogue. My leadership opens dialogue for people to look toward how can we have conversation about diverse perspective. And it's not about having gender balance per se. It's about making sure that we bring together people from all different walks of life, whether it's men and women, whether it's from different cultures, different religions, all different things that we bring to the table make us strong. And so our clubs, when we're looking to solve problems, the world's most pressing challenges, when we bring our own unique vantage point, but then are able to collectively talk with others who think a little bit differently, that's our strength. Diversity for us in our organization is absolutely our strength. And so it's important for us right now to make sure that we are having conversations in all of our communities to ensure that our membership reflects our communities. And so that means having that diverse perspective. Thank you.
Do you have any target for this year to increase membership, madam?
Well, in terms of increasing membership, we've just actually realized our first net positive growth in the past 6 years globally within our organization. And my emphasis, and the emphasis that I'm helping our members to see right now, is to make sure that it's not about necessarily growing the numbers, it's taking care of our members and the comfort and care of our members. And in each of those clubs across the globe, our 46,000 clubs, if we take care of our members, we take care of our communities. And so if people join and stay within our organization, and we have clubs that are vibrant and relevant and doing good work, without having to ask people to join, they'll come because they see the good work that's happening and want to be part of a success story.
How do you understand the Indian culture and the Indian demographics? What is your advice for the Indian Rotarians?
Well, in terms of the Indian experience, I will tell you this is my 5th visit to your country over the past decade, and I absolutely love it. And at home in Canada, I think I probably have Indian food once a week, and our best friends cook Indian. And so the culture here, the people here, the warmth is something that I embrace full-heartedly. And to be able to see the difference in culture going from city to city has also been quite extraordinary, going from the south to the east to the west, and now heading north. The opportunity to see the differences, the nuances, I liken it very much to being in my home country, where when we go from east to west, it is dramatically different across our country. And so that ability within our organization to, I like to say that we exist without borders and boundaries. We're kind of, as an organization, one big country. And that gives us the opportunity to appreciate and learn from each other about all of our cultures. And I think that the important part of that is that when we see things happening in our world, it's not foreign to us. To come here, it doesn't feel different. It feels very warm and inviting and friendly because I have friends. To show up and know that there's people here who I already have a relationship with, it's not foreign. It becomes very much our Rotary world.
Sir, normally Rotary is considered as for top class people. For middle class, do you have any plans? Normally only top class people will join Rotary. Normal class, what is your take on that?
I'll start with that, and then Vicky, you can jump in. We certainly want the best and the brightest in our organization, and we term ourselves people of action. I've added to that this year to say that we're people of action, people of purpose, people of influence. And if you think of, for an example, a young person who maybe isn't at the top of their vocational game, think of a young person like Greta, who's taken the environmental world by storm at a young age, a person of influence who can open doors. I'm not suggesting that we're bringing children into to membership, but we want people who are able to open doors, who have connections, and who are influencers, who are able to make sure that our communities and our world know what it is that we're doing. And so we need to maintain, we have high ethical standards, and we need to maintain that in our membership. But we want the best and the brightest. And I think that there is an opportunity for us to maintain levels of membership at the highest ranks of all of our vocations, but I think there is an opportunity to bring others in as well. And Venki, I don't know if you would like to comment.
அது நீங்கள் சொல்கிறதுக்கு கேள்வி புரிஞ்சுட்டு சரிங்கன்னா பணக்காரங்க மட்டும்தான் இதில் இருக்க முடியும் அதுதானே கேட்க வந்தீங்க. அது உண்மை இல்லை. இன்றைக்கி இப்போது சென்னையில் எடுத்தாலே நீங்கள் வந்து 8000 உறுப்பினர்கள் 8800 உறுப்பினர்கள் இருக்காங்க. அதில் நடுத்தர வர்க்கம் நம்ம நினைக்கக்கூடிய வர்க்கத்தை சேர்ந்தவங்க பாதிக்கு மேலே இருப்பாங்க. ஒரு காலத்தில் இருந்துச்சு, ஒரு 40 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி ரோட்டரிங்கிறது ஒரு மேல்குடி மக்களுக்கு மாத்திரம் உள்ள நிறுவனம்னு இருந்தது. அதெல்லாம் மாறியாச்சு. இப்போது நடுத்தர வர்க்க மக்களும் நிறைய பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க. உறுப்பினராக இருக்கிறதுங்கிறது அவ்வளோ ஒரு காஸ்ட்லியான விஷயம் இல்லை. ஆனால் தேவை என்னென்னா பணம் அவ்வளோ இல்லை, சேவை செய்யணுங்கிற மனம் தான் தேவை. அதுக்குள்ள உறுப்பினர்கள் நிறைய பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க.
அண்ட் if I may add to what was already told, அதில் வந்து நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த நடுத்தர உறுப்பினர்கள்னு சொல்லும்போது நான் எங்கள் ரோட்டரியில் இந்த சென்னை மாவட்டத்தில் வந்து டிரான்ஸ்ஜெண்டர்ஸ் ரோட்டரி கிளப்பும் ஒன்று இருக்குது இப்போ. ஸோ போன வருடம் வந்து டிரான்ஸ்ஜெண்டர்ஸ் ரோட்டரி கிளப்.
Madam, your advice on image theme and DBI?
Image theme?
Imagine.
Oh, yes, imagine. The theme of Imagine is, and I selected that word not because of the John Lennon song, but because I believe it gives us the ability to dream, and to not dream small dreams, to dream big dreams. And that's the call to action to our members, is to think about what they can do, and the sky is the limit. And because we focus on these 7 areas of focus that I talked about earlier, it gives us that opportunity to focus where our dreams go. And because more than one person is working on these different items in these different areas of focus, that's what gives us strength. And so we're harnessing our energy into these different areas. And as we imagine what we can do, it gives us the ability to understand that our 1.4 million members across the globe have the ability to literally to change it and to do good in our world.
Thank you.
Thank you.